Hello everyone and welcome to my channel which is Audit with Atish. So this is going to be my first video on my channel. So I'm a little nervous but let's begin. So what am I going to discuss in this particular video is basics of who I am, what I do, and a little of guidance as in how to clear your CA inter, specifically talking about one paper which is auditing and ethics. So yeah, let's begin. So giving you basic details about who I am. My name is Atishay Jain. My date of birth is 11th October 2000. And yeah, funnily, I call this as biodata, where I give this biodata in every first class of my every batch. Taken out. So my name is Atishay. My date of birth is 11th October 2000. Age 24. Qualification, yes, I'm a chartered accountant. Am I into practicing or employment? I'm into practicing. City, Chennai. Subject specialization, I'm good at audit and SM, both at CA inter level. Year of passing of CA finals is November 23. I cleared my foundation in May 19. I cleared my CA inter in November 20. Yes, I cleared all my 3 levels in first attempt. Yeah, I did not get any rank, but chalo, not a problem. I cleared it in the first attempt. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, basic details about my will be, clear cut with that. More of it, I'm just going to focus on, how I'm going to guide you with this particular paper called as auditing and ethics, because I feel people, especially in CA inter level and yeah, more of CA finals also, they face problem in this particular paper auditing and ethics, which is the worst paper which every student faces it. Take care. So yeah, coming on to the main part of this video, which I actually wanted to share through this video is, I've got my own methodologies, I've got my own advices, some tips, some suggestions, some recommendations when it comes to auditing and ethics. Take care. So let's begin. The material which you have to follow for clearing your audit paper in CA interlevel is always ICI module. The best book for clearing your audit and ethics paper is ICI module. There is no other book in this world which is better than this ICI module. It is a clear-cut, detailed description about everything, every topic which is there in our ICI module. Nobody can cover anything which is there in our ICI module. So always go with ICI module. There's a big reason behind it, which I'm going to tell you shortly. Okay, now. Yes, after your ICI module, there are question banks available in the market. Even I have got my own question bank. You have to refer that question bank. Yes, you have to refer those RTPs, you have to refer MTPs, you have to refer previous year question papers. And again, there is a reason behind, why do we have to solve these question banks? And you'll have a question, ki, shall we skip the ICA module and we shall just refer the question bank and go to the examination? No, it is not recommended. Okay. The reason behind why I'm forcing you to focus on ICI module is, ICI does not have a rule of asking questions in a particular format. They can ask questions in any way. Tede karenge, mede karenge, jaise unko chana, they will ask questions. In any nook or corner, they can pick up a line and they will convert it into a question. That is not possible when it comes to question bank, because question bank, if you see, it has limited questions, and ICI can frame up multiple questions for a particular topic. There is no like only one question for this particular topic. No, ICI can frame up like multiple questions, 3, 4, 5 questions for the same answer. And if you just refer question bank and go, it is going to be difficult for you, because understanding is required for that particular question. If you have understood that question, which is again I'm telling you is possible only from ICI module. So to understand the concept, you'll have to go with ICI module, because see, I'll tell you very openly, what happens is, if a particular book which has been made by seeing ICI module, for example, I am making a book, what will we do? We'll try to cut short those points, because people find it difficult to remember everything. So we cut short those points into one. If there are 7-10 points, we'll make it as 5 points. Or if a particular point is of 4 lines, we'll cut it down to 1 or 2 lines. And if you read just 2 lines and go to the examination for a particular point, in the examination you will remember only half of it. For example, if there are 10 points, you read 8 and go, and examination dimag mein 4 hi aata hai. Just imagine if I make a book जिसमें I put only 7 points, you will read 7, exam में तुम लोग read करोगे 5, for exam में याद आएंगे only 3. That becomes a problem. Am I right? So always go with module. Always go with module. And why do I suggest you to refer question bank after every chapter or whatever it is after your syllabus? Once you're done with ICA module, there are 3 purposes behind it. How many purposes? 3 purposes. First one, basic one, key from where they are asking questions, like from which topic they are testing questions. That is most important. Second one, the most important purpose is how they are framing questions. Taken only if you refer question bank, you will get to know that for this particular answer there are 5 different types of questions. So just get an idea that ye question there are 5 types. Agar isme se ek bhi aaya, तो this is the only answer which you are supposed to write. This is actually the most important one, ki how they are framing questions. And the last one, which students face difficulties in this, they lose mark because of this. What is it? How much the size of your answer should be. Take it now. If it is a 3-mark question, probably it should be some 5-7 points, 5-6 points. If it is a 4-mark question, probably 7-8 points, or probably 9 points. So to understand for a particular question, you know how much should be the size of your answer, that is possible only if you refer a question bank. Because sometimes no, the question is in such a way that they are not expecting the entire answer which is printed in the module. They are expecting only those 4 main points, and that is possible only if you refer question bank. So the 3 main reasons to refer your question bank is simple: from where they ask questions, how they are framing questions, and how much should be the size of your answer. Because this problem, last one, is faced by the students in the examination. Ki yaar, for a 3-mark question, they just write 4 points and come. That doesn't work. Depending on the question. If it's a 3-mark question, probably you have to write some 5-6 points. Only then your answer will match with the answer key which ICA has. Okay, now. So yes, after referring ICA module, you always have to refer question bank. Yes, RTPs. See, RTPs किस लिए करते हैं तो if ICA wants to frame up a new question, they put it in the RTP. Okay. And MTP, I personally feel MTP is like mix up of previous question papers, previous RTPs, previous MTPs, few questions from module. Hardly you'll find new questions in MTPs. And yes, previous question papers are done to understand ki acha, this is the format, this is the way ki they ask questions in the examination. Okay. Coming to the next biggest problem in audit. What is the biggest problem in audit which mainly is faced in the examination by each and every student? What it is? After reading the question, a particular question, you have got 2 to 3 answers in your mind. You read a question in the examination and you're like, यार इसका आंसर ये भी था, वो भी है, कौन सा सही है? You get that doubt, right? And I personally feel that if you're done with your, if you're into your study leave for Jan attempt or May attempt, whatever it is, you will face this problem even if you're writing any mock or if you write your main examination. To avoid this particular problem, there is only one solution. Only one solution. You read the question, like you read a particular topic from the module, and there will be some 7-8 points which you're supposed to mug. So after reading the topic, that question, you mug those 7 points like thrice or 4 times, and then you jump immediately onto the next topic. The problem is, of the previous question, you remember the answer, but you have forgotten the question. So always your habit should be, if you have read the topic, that is the heading, the question, you mug the answer for 3 times or 4 times. Please, before jumping on to the next question, go back to that previous question, read that question again, convert it into your own language, Hindi, Marwadi, Tamil, Telugu, whatever it is, taken up, and then jump onto the next question. Because you read the question, you mug the answer 3 times, 4 times, that answer is stuck into your mind, but you forgot the question, and you jump onto the question immediately on the next page. So that is the biggest mistake which every student does. Please avoid this mistake. I'm not kidding. Believe me, if you follow this thing, your 50 to 60% of forgetting or you getting confused in these questions will reduce. And this, if you practice more and more, automatically this will get reduced. So please, 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 after reading a question, you mug the answer. Please again read back the question, and then you jump onto the next question or next topic, whatever it is. Okay, now. So yeah, I do take classes in Chennai, both hybrid way, that is face-to-face classes and recorded. So I teach entire auditing and ethics paper 5 from module only, taken. And I do know that module is too vast. See, being very honest, there is too much of data in your module which is not important from the exam point of view. They have printed something extra which to understand more about audit in your practical life probably, taken. So what do I do to reduce that extra additional data? Because I am a person who focuses more on exam point of view. See, audit is a practical subject. तुम लोग audit clear करने के बाद articleship करने वाले हो, where you're going to learn कि how do we actually do audit just with theoretical knowledge. Do you think you can do the audit in practical life? It is not possible. You will be able to like 10-15% समझ आ जाएगा. But really, how do open up an Excel sheet and do those audit procedures? It is not possible from a book. Taken up. So to reduce that extra additional data which is there in the module, I have got some few shortcuts which are I mark it in the module when I explain topics. For example, I make mark as mug for a particular topic. That means you have to mug it as it is. Second one is something called as RMN. RMN means read and move on. That means this particular page or that particular paragraph or that particular topic, you just read and move on, because it is like ICA is not going to test a question from it. They're just going to, giving some additional data so you understand that particular topic. And one more reason behind RMN is to improve your audit language. The more and more you read audit book from the ICA module, your language, your audit paper is not an English paper where you can write basic English words and come. Taken. They don't use P&L items. They use classes of transactions. You would be knowing. They don't use balance sheet items. They use account balances. So those words are it will come into your routine only if you read and move on. That means you read things from the ICA module. So, and the second purpose of RMN is MCQs can be tested from any nook and corner. Taken. Any corner they can test MCQ. So that is why there are few topics which I tell you to do RMN so that your language improves. Which language? Audit language improves, and your MCQ parts get covered enough over there. There are a few topics which are like skip, they don't ask, or probably I feel even if you mug it, being very honest, even if you mug it, you'll be like exam mein yaad nahi hone wala. Taken, I tell that also to be skipped. That is something called as SEPQ. The meaning of SEP is separate question. The thing is, if there are some 7 points in a particular question, the third point can be asked as a separate question. Under that, there'll be some 4 points. So that third question, third point of that answer can be asked as a separate question. So I'll make you mark. This is an SEPQ. Taken. And something called a CBQ, case-based question, that this particular topic can be framed as a case-based and they can ask it. So again, but in the case-based question, ultimately the last line is going to give you a hint from which topic they are asking. Okay, this is the major thing which I wanted to share about, how I'm going to guide you sooner or later, slowly, or probably within this month or 2 months or whatever it is, I'm going to shoot all those fast track videos and I'm going to upload in my YouTube channel so that you understand how this mug RMN works. What methodology do I actually use in explaining my concepts. And one more point I wanted to share, all those who are writing in Jan especially and May, this thing, see, after you do your module, you jump onto your question bank. There can be situations and there will be situations where you read a question, you will not be able to relate that particular question from your module, but the answer is going to be in your module only. So ultimately you're going to refer the answer from that question bank and you'll be like, acha, ye to is topic se pucha. So what you have to do is you have to copy that question and write it in your module near that topic. Whenever you read again the module, you'll get to know ye topic ka, this is a new question which can be tested and you did not know the answer for that particular question. So you have to copy that question and you have to give a reference in your module. So which, it will help you ki, chalo, last day of your 1.5 day basically, it will help you ki, ye question bhi pucha ja sakta, this question can also be asked. So this is basic about, ki who I am, what I do, and how do I help students in teaching. Your next question will be ki from how long I'm teaching. So basically I cleared in November 23 and my results were out on Jan 9, 2024. So yeah, next month I started teaching, like Feb 2024 I started teaching and it is almost, I'm going to say it's almost a year and I've taken almost like 7-8 batches here in Chennai, both offline mode, online mode, hybrid mode, whatever it is. And yeah, pretty much about it. Yes, so let's see you soon again in the next video. So bye bye.